Today's episode is sponsored by Sandals Resorts. This January, we were at the Elliot's Season of Love event. Seasons of Love was a great way for couples to see and find vendors for every aspect of the wedding in a cozy, curated space. In the after-party section of the Rose Hip Room, we held a recording session with vendors and brides alike. First up, I spoke with bride-to-be Maria about her long engagement and how it's helped in her planning process. Maria, you're getting married in May 2026.
Yes.
How is the process coming along?
Honestly, it's been great. For me, it worked to have a very long engagement. I know not everyone wants that. I got engaged in September 2024. And my belief was, okay, next fall we'll get married. But October is the busiest wedding month of all time. So when I asked, like, hey, are you open this October day? The venues laughed at me. They all laughed at me and they're like, no. So, but honestly, blessing in disguise.
That's a good point for people to know that, though.
Mm-hmm. Blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
When I said, what about May? They're like, all open. You can have whatever you want. I'm like, excellent. I'm going to be a spring bride. Even though I wanted fall, this 18-month window has been incredible because everything I wanted to be detailed. I could pick the stationery and be very specific with it. I could look at vendors and talk to them rather than feeling rushed and picking someone right away. I could talk to a few people and really figure out what worked for me. So for me, long engagement, perfect.
You know, something that you said, I really love and appreciate, and I hope couples can take this in. You wanted to have a fall wedding, but you were open to pivot and go from a fall bride to a spring bride. And I think that's really admirable because a lot of us can get it in our heads like, this is what I want. This is what I envision. But you kept yourself open and look how relaxed and chill, very chilla.
I'm very Bridechilla today.
And you have, if I remember correctly, you have a pretty large wedding guest count, don't you?
Yes, we have invitations out for 388 people. And we're hoping, we want everyone to come, of course, but we're assuming about 320 to 340 will actually be there. Maybe less, maybe more.
You both come from big families?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
With the pivot, there was never a specific season I had in mind. Like for some brides, I assume they think, I want it to be outdoors. For me, I'm like, I don't care. Indoor, outdoor. That's why I was kind of flexible with the season. And it really all boils back to, I want to get married and be with the person I really love and care about and trust. And that's kind of what grounds me during the process when it's really stressful.
I love that. That's such a great piece of advice for everyone listening, honestly. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, right? It's not about the stationery and the linens. It's fun. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's about
and they're going to throw the
person,
stationery away. Right. Gold foil, embellished, they're going to throw it away. So I did the cheapest possible option on Zola.com, not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
I wish for you. I wish, but.
Oh, well, thank you. But saying seasons, that kind of ties into today's event that we're at, right? The Seasons of Love.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about this? Because I know you have firsthand experience being, within the Elliot family. You're not just a bride. You're also a part of the Elliot family.
Yes.
So tell us why this event is so great and why Seasons of Love is the focus.
Yes. So, as you said, I am a bride and I came here last year as just a guest. I just bought a ticket and came with friends. And it was one of the best experiences I had as a bride, especially, young. This is the only time I'm planning a wedding, hopefully. And the way that it's set up, every vendor is just so sweet. They're not, hiding behind a table, kind of like traditional expos you might go to where it's a little intimidating or the crowds feel very tense or you're just really smushed together in a room. And the way it's set up, beyond chill, beyond easy to walk up to anyone and say, hey, like your menu looks awesome. Tell me about it. Oh, hey, your floral arrangements look great. Like tell me about how you work, what you set up. Just literally taking down that barrier of a table or giant hallways full of vendors.
It's intimate.
It's intimate. That's the word I'm looking for. It's intimate. And it's a living mood board is what the CEO and COO of the Elliot were aiming for is you can see placemats set up and glassware and how different people of different aesthetics might prefer it. which is so good because
and price range. I love how they
price
have
range.
like budget, mid-tier, luxuries. So depending on how much you want to spend.
Exactly. From a DIY bride to a literal like trillionaire, you can find your vibe. You can find your vibe based on season. Obviously, in spring, you have the light pastels. In summer, you know, the bright pinks, oranges, yellows. Fall, you got your beautiful fall color palette, ambers and dark greens. And winter, of course, deep green, deep blue, white, lots of color palettes to choose from, which very intimidating is choosing the color palette.
Oh, I bet. So what was that process like for you?
I'm going to level with you. My partner and I are both really emo goth kids.
Yeah.
So black and white was the first
Easy.
choice.
Yeah, I love it. But you know yourself.
Yes.
You leaned
and I've seen it with
into
other
your
brides.
style. You didn't try to be something you're not or go with what's trending, you know.
Yep. No, black. Look at me. I'm wearing all black right now. This is actually a day in the life. I know this is my work fit, but if I could have a black dress, I would. But it's the only time in my life I can wear a white dress.
Are you going to wear a veil?
Yes. Long, beautiful veil, big, beautiful ball gown. The two things I really thought I never do.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things you don't know what you want until you see it, try it on, taste it. You know.
Have you really tried to trust your gut?
Yes. And sometimes I shouldn't do that in other circumstances. But in this particular one, I'm like, no, I know what I like. And it's kind of that thing where if I see it on the screen or I see it in person, I'm like, that's it. Like, I'm not super indecisive until I see what I want, you know?
Yeah. So before we get to the fuck it bucket, because I know you said you've got a few fuckets you're going to add to it.
I do.
What is a piece of advice you want to give couples right now that are in their planning journey?
Going back to what I said earlier is when it feels overwhelming, when it feels intimidating, because it will. Whether you have 2 years or 2 months to plan, you're just going to hit a point where it's like, I'm stressed out. Like, what are my guests going to think? What are my parents going to, stuff like that. You really think of other people a lot in the process, which you should, but you got to balance that out and say, the meaning of this day is to be with the person I love. And everything else comes second. It might be really trite advice. It might be very
especially in the
easy
big
to say
family.
that.
A lot of opinions, I'm sure.
But you can't please everyone and you can't, make it the perfect day for everyone. So think about yourself, what's perfect for you. And then just think about the life ahead. You're going to have a life way after this wedding. And you might think it's the best day ever, but I hope brides and grooms and family members take into account that wedding days are the best day of your life. But you should have many best days of your life, if that makes sense.
For sure. It's not the only day. It's going to be a great day.
It's not the only best day.
It's a highlight in the highlight reel of your life.
I believe in having like 100 best days of your life. I know that doesn't weaken the word best.
You don't have just one life goal.
Exactly. There's so much life to live. You could travel the entire world, write a book, make a podcast. There's so much to do.
You're wise beyond your years.
Thank you. I had anxiety when I was little.
I understand that. Okay, right before the fuck it, I have to quickly ask you, besides your color palette being black and white, what's the most emo thing that your husband, soon to be husband, and you are leaning into for the wedding to show your personality?
We are entering as a new married couple to the song Birds by Turnstile. That is a very good hardcore song. And no one has to get it. It's for us. And then later in the night, there will be emo songs like Fall Out Boy, my favorite. If we can get away with it, some My Chemical Romance. Paramore, Hayley Williams is my girl right now. Love her.
Yep.
But yeah, as much music as we can get. And also, of course, going to incorporate our dog into matchbooks and various cocktails. So yeah, we're just two emos with a dog.
I love it.
What are you going to do?
What's your fuck it's? Yeah, you can write down, and then if you want to hold up and say what it is, and then we'll toss it in the bucket. All right. Her first fuck it is?
Trend lists. I have found, especially as a Gen Z bride, I'm on TikTok a lot for fun and for work. And a lot of people who are well-meaning, they're good faith people, but they will say in for 2025 is this, out for 2025 is that. And they're very basic things. Tall cakes are in, short cakes are out. I'm like, that, I know I can take what I want, leave what I don't, but a lot of videos are like this. And I just find it unhelpful.
Toss it in the fucking bucket. Woo woo. Any other fuckets you want to add?
Yes.
She already warned ahead. She's like, I got at least 10 fuckets to toss in this bucket.
Expensive bachelorette or bachelor parties. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing for mine.
Yes, please.
We are going to a place in Canton. It is a castle. We are renting a castle, and it has a pool inside, a hot tub inside, and it's just like this very all-inclusive resort, but it's a local Airbnb castle.
Probably really affordable per person.
Really affordable. Mm-hmm. And it's one of those things where I have, done the Nashville trips. I've done the Charleston trips. They're great. They're so fun. But I am in credit card debt from that.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I'll do that for my girls. I love them, but I don't want to put anyone else in that position. Especially every time I get a paycheck, we're like, okay, buying the matchbooks. We're buying this. We're buying that. Someone needs money over here. So if everyone's financially struggling, I don't want to take them to like LA.
Yeah. Vegas.
I'd love to go to LA. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but it's one of those things you don't know what position people are in. And it goes back to the meaning of the thing is like, you want to be with the person you love on the wedding day and be with the girls or bridal party you love leading up to it and get that support. And just, I'm more of a relaxed person. So I just want to be relaxed instead of...
You're also very courteous. This is being very courteous of your party.
Yes, because I love them all. I don't want to stress them out.
And you want to put them in debt,
I even feel guilty. I'm like, hey guys, can you be at the hotel at like 8? I know it's early, but it would mean a lot. And it's like my wedding day. And they're like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, no, you don't have to if you don't want to.
All right. Throw expensive batch parties in the fucking bucket.
I'll do one more.
Okay, let's bring it. Oh, this is a good one. All right, hold it up.
All right. This is, if you've attended certain wedding shows, events, etc., spam emails. I need to explain why I'm writing this. A few times I've put in my name on an email list for a vendor or a company of any kind when I just wanted like a little information. I will get spammed to high heaven about, did you book yet? Did you book yet? Did you do this? And just coming from not even a bride, but a human person, the more you want me to do something, the less I'm going to want to do it. And I will block you. So maybe this is more a message to certain vendors. Do not text or email me more than once a week. And if I don't answer on the third one, we're good. It's like press release rules. You send the press release and a follow-up 2 or 3 times. And then if they don't answer, on to the next press campaign,
Yeah. Do you find yourself being spammed on social media because you look at one thing or you talk about it and it has ears and all of a sudden it's popping up for that certain thing?
My algorithm does know I'm getting married.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It keeps telling me like, oh, you're getting married. Here's baby videos now. And I'm like, that's a jump. We got to chill on that one.
I mean,
I have a dog. I want dog videos.
Yes.
So if I say it enough times, maybe the baby stuff will go away.
Well, thank you so much, Maria. It's been such a pleasure to have you here. Yeah, right in the fucking bucket.
Thank you very much, Bridechilla.
Thank you. Such a pleasure to have you here. Kim McBee, owner and publisher at Wed Society, tells us how they help couples begin their vendor search without the overwhelm and what it was like to be mother of the bride to her 2 daughters. I'm here with Kim from Wed Society. Kim, welcome to Bridechilla.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.
Tell us a little bit about Wed Society and what your mission is.
Yes. So Wed Society is all about helping promote the amazing vendors here in Northeast Ohio. Couples don't know where to go, to who to seek, what to do. They're brand new into the market and they're like, what do I do? So we work with vendors to highlight what they're doing. We put it all on social media. We have a print book of weddings that we will publish every year of the beautiful weddings that happen in Northeast Ohio. But also we do a lot to get the couples to follow us through social media. So we are on TikTok and Instagram and Pinterest to get the couples to follow us. So it's a win-win for not only the couples to know where to go, to be a trusted resource for them, but also for us to highlight these amazing vendors.
I love that. So in a way, it's kind of like with us, like we're trying to educate both sides because the couples have to work with the vendors have to work with the couples. You have to find your partner in the wedding planning process, right?
Exactly. There's a lot of different sources and those kinds of things out there. And obviously with social media and when people are searching, we want to make sure our vendors are being sought when they're searching and they're on the front page of Google. And so what we do is look at the top search terms. We write articles around that we know the couples are going to want to know about. And we write those articles and then pin our vendors to that so they find them and they're being found and discovered.
What do you think is the hardest part of the process for a couple just entering the planning process when it comes to seeking out their vendors?
Where to start? I mean, you are so overwhelmed when do I do this first? Do I do that first? I have no idea.
They've never planned an event before, probably.
They were exactly like a minute ago, they were just happy dating and suddenly their whole entire world changes and they don't know where to source. As a mom of 2 girls that got married in the same year.
Oh, wow.
Hello. That was nuts.
Yeah.
We were looking for a location for the one because it was going to be a bigger wedding, over 300 people. And we started searching. We couldn't find anywhere. We were panicked. What are we doing? And it's because, unfortunately, a lot of the vendors, they don't have marketing teams. They don't have somebody writing the information and getting that keyword out there, that large venue, whatever the case may be. So I had firsthand knowledge before any of this.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough. And you want to just make it easy on everyone.
And that's where your mission comes in.
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, let's talk about 2 daughters getting married in the same year. I want some of this tea. So how was it for them when getting engaged, picking their dates? Was it a fight?
One got engaged first and picked her date, and her sister wasn't engaged yet.
Oh, okay.
So that
made it a little bit easier.
It was the way it did, but then their weddings came 9 months apart. So it was, and they were so gracious to each other.
Okay, good. It wasn't like bride wars.
No bride wars. And it was so amazing. But actually the middle daughter, she's my middle daughter, got married before the oldest. And what was so cute was they're totally different people.
Yeah.
And their weddings were so them.
This isn't ask you, because you said one was 300 people. So is it just their different personalities?
Yeah, no, they both ended up with the same. They both ended up with around 200. It was like we were looking for that. And then all of a sudden we're like, really? You want 300 people? But one got married in a castle in Charlevoix, Michigan, and one got married in a barn in Northeast Ohio.
Oh, yeah.
But it was so each of them, and it's so beautiful that it was their day. And no one was comparing. Nobody was, it was just... It was magical.
It wasn't sibling rivalry.
It wasn't.
That's good. That's so good.
It was incredible.
It's stressful enough of a time without having that added layer.
Mm-hmm.
How was dress shopping with them?
Oh my gosh, so much fun. So the one, she was living in Denver at the time. And so we got to go there, and we were sad because her sister couldn't be there because she lives here in Ohio. But then the other one, when her sister got married and we were dress shopping, she was able to be there. So much fun. Again, so different in terms of the dress style they chose.
Yeah.
And it just makes you happy. And I know that's like one of the trends now. It's like, it's all about you and customizing you. It's not what everyone else wants. It's you. And I don't know, it's super fun to see that come to life.
I mean, it is easy to get caught up in trends, right? And we're not anti-trend.
No.
Obviously, they're trending for a reason because enough people dig the vibe, right?
Yeah.
So it's a thing. But if you're not really a ball gown person or a basque waist or whatever's of the moment, you don't have to do it. Don't feel that pressure.
Exactly.
Lean into you.
It's wonderful to see things that come back too over time. Like, I'm older, and just to see the styles and the things that happen too. But to see that, yes, it's super exciting.
Yeah, we're seeing 90s trending again. Yeah. And that was my favorite era of growing up because I'm of a certain age now too. But it's fun seeing that come back. And I'm like, oh my God, a lot of these are kind of modeled off of my prom and homecoming.
Exactly.
It's just like more bridal.
How could that come back again?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Although I am liking the scarves. I couldn't rock it, but I do think it's pretty on people.
Yeah.
What's your advice for mothers of the bride out there?
have patience and grace, and you're going to have a lot of opinions, and you're going to think one thing or the other. Just let them do it. Let them do it, because the last thing you want is to have that tension forever and ever. This is the most important day of their life, and they want to have that fun, amazing moment. And you just want it to be where your daughters, your kids, whatever, just thank you in a way. I still have this. Both girls gave us the most treasured, sweet, thoughtful gifts after the wedding. Just things they did were just the details they did, and we had no idea. And it just warms your heart that you were able to do that for them, and it meant so much to them. And we kind of just stayed out of the way.
Okay, I have to know, Kim, what's in your wedding bucket? What can go?
People that don't RSVP on time.
Oh my God, yes.
There's so much contingent, and I get it. People are busy and all of that.
Trying to figure out your schedules, yeah.
Right, they're trying to figure it out, but you do give a long range. Like, could you just... That's rough.
If it's past the deadline, you could just say no.
Right, exactly. Just let us know. And it's okay to say no. That's okay. So it's just kind of a bummer, because you really want to be respectful of that, because so much hinges on that. So that's definitely one.
I think a lot of us can co-sign on that one.
Yeah.
Anything else for your bucket before we let you go?
I think that's it. Everything else seems glorious and happy.
What is your take on this wonderful event, the Seasons of Love at the Elliot?
Oh my gosh, it is spectacular. First of all, this is such an amazing space. Upstairs, you can do anything you want. Down here is just a vibe. I want to sleep here every single night. I just want this to be my home. It just is such a warm, energetic feeling, and people are having such a good time. And to see these couples that are so excited about what's going to be happening in their life, and the energy is amazing.
I was just saying this to the Bridechilla team. I've gone to a lot of different wedding events like this, with a bigger scale, right? I won't name them, but they're big like IX centers and stuff like that. And I do tend to see those as being a lot of the bride with the mom or their girls, right? But this is my second or third being here, and it's really couple focused.
Yes.
So many couples come. And I don't know if the guys just feel more comfortable coming to a space like this because there's amazing food. Right. It's included in your ticket. Not like fair food, or you get amazing food, great mimosas and wine that's included. And it's intimate.
It's so intimate. Everyone can have a conversation, and people truly, everyone you talk to, I really just want to know, when is your wedding day? Just talk to me about what are you thinking? And just being able to connect with people in this way, it's just heartwarming.
I don't want to say the word trend, but I hope boutique experiences like this become the norm. I won't say trend. I hope it becomes the norm, because I think it's more digestible for both members of the party, right? Because like you said, it's very overwhelming. Hence why trying to find your vendors, right? Yep. Now you can have a conversation with someone like Kim at something like this, and it's not just a gazillion people around you and 500 aisles. No offense to those. I'm not trying to knock it at all by any means, but this is just so much more relaxed.
And, like, to your point, intimate and cozy, and you're making a connection. And you know what? Life is all about connections. Yes. So being able to do that here, and these are your people. You never know when you're going to see them in some other, your bridesmaids and your groomsmen may, use a different vendor, but it's so wonderful to know who's who out there.
Well, Kim, it's been great getting to connect with you here today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to meet you, and
thanks for sharing this with us, and can't wait to get that in the bucket.
Right on. Can't wait to write it.
Imagine a wedding day where each detail is already taken care of, allowing you to savor every moment. At Sandals, your dream wedding can finally become a reality. From intimate elopements to grand celebrations, Sandals offers customizable packages for every size and style. Plus, everything is included: your accommodations, gourmet dining, premium drinks, and all your wedding services. You get a dedicated wedding planner and an on-site team to manage everything from ceremony to reception. And here's a really sweet deal. Stay 7 nights or longer in a club or butler level room, and you'll receive their Sweetheart Wedding Package, completely on them. That means your ceremony, decor, and even a delicious 2-tier wedding cake. For those of you who really want to be sure, you can even test drive your wedding experience before you book it. Stop dreaming and start planning. Head over to sandals.com today or call 1-877-SANDALS to create your unforgettable wedding experience. Next, we talk to bride-to-be and wedding photographer Victoria about what she's loving in wedding planning and what she'd toss in the fuck it bucket.
All right, Victoria, you not only have a background as a wedding photographer, but now you're a bride-to-be and you're here with your fiance. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So tell us about the proposal. You know, I love a good proposal story.
So because my fiance is a bit quieter, as soon as his energy kind of shifted, I knew something was up. So we live in Chicago, but we're from here and everything. So the proposal actually took place in Chicago at the Chicago Botanical Gardens. And it was so sweet because it was like right at the end of summer. So everything was still nice out, but it wasn't quite fall yet. And it was just so special. And I'm just super excited because I've been with him for almost 10 years. So it's been a long time coming.
Yes, but worth the wait.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay,
Totally.
so you said June is the wedding date?
June 10th, 2028.
So
So
you
a
have
minute.
some time to plan.
I do.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Did you have a certain reason why you wanted to wait till then?
Yeah. So we could kind of budget out a little bit, just because I know how expensive weddings can get. And we're still young. We're still kind of like, in our careers and stuff too. And then June 10th specifically is our anniversary. So on June 10th of 2020, it's actually our 11th anniversary. So we get to have our normal anniversary now serve as our wedding anniversary too. So that's just so special
And
to
11's
us.
a lucky number. Okay, so I have to know, not only are you planning a wedding, so you're starting to get a feel for some things, but like I said, you have been a wedding photographer.
A while.
What's in your wedding bucket? What can go?
Oh, man. That's a hard one because I feel like there's just so much that I love. So it's harder to say what I don't love more so than what I love. But I definitely think, I don't know, normalizing doing whatever you want. Like, fuck the traditions. Do whatever you want as long as it's special to you guys.
Is there any traditions that you're bucking? Are you going to do the garter toss,
No,
bouquet toss?
no garter toss, no bouquet toss. But one thing I do want to do specifically with him is I want to walk up partially the aisle by myself and then have the two of us walk up together the rest of the way. Because it's like, like the parents giving you away and stuff like that's kind of a tradition a lot of people don't do anymore. And I like that for us because it's like we're stepping into this next chapter together as a team, as one person. So like I love that.
Yeah, that's very cool. Any piece of advice for those that are just getting engaged?
Be extra, do all the research, read the reviews, and just have fun with it. Because there is so many ways you can personalize it and just make it your own. So that's what's most important, I think.
I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now let's write down the bucket and put it in the bucket.
Can't wait. Thank you.
Lastly, we talked to Kate from the Elliot about the impact Seasons of Love has had for couples, as well as the venue itself.
Katie, tell us about the Elliot Season of Love event.
Yes, we are so excited to have you here with us. It's our 3rd annual bridal show, but it's not like any other bridal show. We want our vendors, our clients, and all of our guests to come here as a party and to walk around and get inspiration and not just walk booth to booth, but really enjoy the experience, celebrate their engagement if they're engaged, and just mix and mingle and get ideas and just chat and learn more about weddings here at the Elliot or anywhere.
So I love that unlike other wedding events, bridal fairs, et cetera, we've already mentioned on this how it's intimate. But even more than that, I love how you did mood boards and you showed how you can really conceptualize your wedding or event, obviously. So tell us about your mood board inspiration.
Yes, planning and being around weddings here, we see so much. We see from very minimalist, chic weddings to all the way to lots of plans, maximalist, and it all comes together. And we just wanted to show everybody, no matter what season you are planning your wedding in, maybe you're a spring couple, but with a winter palette, anything works in this space. And that you can put things together based on the season and budget. So we purposely put together tables based on different budget prices and working with different vendors.
It's one of my favorite things that you guys did, honestly, because someone might be a DIY budget couple.
Yes.
Someone might be, we have a mid-tier budget. We've saved some money or have, some donations from the fam coming in. But some might be ultra luxe. And no matter where you are on the money spectrum, there are beautiful, and let me tell you, there was one I thought was luxe, and here it was the DIY budget.
Yes. Yeah.
No
You can
kidding.
make minimalist look so elegant and chic. It's not about the budget. It's really about your style and what speaks to your personality.
So aside from showing couples that you can do certain palettes in different seasons, what else are you hoping that couples get inspired from events just like this?
Yes, we want them to see they can use the space in multiple ways, that their event doesn't have to always flow traditionally. Maybe you start upstairs and then spend your evening down here, or vice versa. Every space where we are sitting now, you could have a ceremony. So you get the space and you get a lot of help, but that's what we want people to walk away with, knowing that we'll work with them, talk with them. Our great vendors here are eager to work with them, but that you can really do what you want within the space as long as you're following the rules. There's a lot of ways to have your wedding here.
So I have to say, and I've mentioned this again on the show and with people talking throughout the day today, with other places I've been, it tends to be a lot of bride focus and with her girl gang, so to speak, right? Or with mom. But you really have a lot of couples here. It's a ton of couples. And why do you think an event like this makes a couple feel more invited to do this together as opposed to other kind of fairs?
Yeah. Well, everyone's coming with different people and different needs, and there's a certain flow to every event, but everyone's needs are different on the day of. I always like to ask people, do you want hands-on? Do you want it just distraction-free? Do you need a lot of assistance in a certain part of your day? And so we really want people to tell us about what their preferences are, the squad they're bringing, their unique preferences as the couple getting married. And then we just really want to work around that because each wedding is a different template.
So when playing the mood board, which you guys, again, did an excellent job with, how can couples get inspired to do their mood board? Because I know it's really overwhelming choosing a color, let alone a palette of colors, and with your season and everything else that's involved. What's the first step that they need to consider?
The first step before even looking at season, palette, vendor, what's on the table is really having an honest discussion about what you want your guests to feel. What do you want to walk away with feeling at the end of your day? Because it really starts there. Do you want it to be set up conversationally? Do you want it to be really great smelling? I was talking to a couple upstairs and they were like, we don't care what happens. We want everyone on the dance floor. All of those things are going to be more important in your planning before you start picking your design board and then the look. That will come and flow because everybody has natural preferences. You have likes and dislikes. Just because something looks great on Instagram or Pinterest doesn't mean it's for you. Start with the feeling, then build the stuff.
Last piece of advice for couples today when planning their wedding.
It kind of piggybacks off the idea of start with the feeling, but plan your day about being in the moment, not in the photo. You will get beautiful photos. I promise you, between your friends and family, taking photos, between hiring a photographer you trust or a content creator or whoever's in the room, but plan your day around the flow, the guest experience, your experience being in the moment, and the photos and the content will come.
Do you think we got too voguish, too structured and planned or TikToked?
We did. And I do appreciate letting your planner, coordinator, maid of honor, dad, whoever, knowing that these are the moments that are important to me. These are the photos that are important to me. But I have noticed some people get so fixed up on, is the lighting correct here versus this is a great moment to kiss your new husband or bride. So I do think I'm seeing a trend back to being in the moment. But my best advice to stay in the moment is hire a team you trust and let them do their job so that you can focus on getting married and celebrating.
Okay, it's time for the Fuck It Bucket.
Yes.
Katie, what's in your Fuck It Bucket?
Grand entrances that are cookie cutter. Just because your parents did a special grand entrance, your sister, your best friend. I'm not saying don't have a grand entrance. This is your moment to come in after the ceremony, but do it the way you want to do it. I have so many couples so worked up over this moment that they're not enjoying their cocktail hour or photos. Slide right in. Be seated at your table. Get dinner first. Make it a big grand entrance with a celebration. Make it match you, and then enjoy.
What about the wedding party coming in, announced and doing dances and all that?
If it's for you, do it, but do not be talked into it. I love an intimate moment, like to the dance floor. I love a moment coming in and cutting the cake. But as long as it suits the couple and the moment that they want to curate, then do that.
To your point, it shows up on your face if you're feeling it or not.
It shows up for everyone in the room because your guests are going to be looking at you to, are we in party time mode? Are we in somber? Are we still in traditions? Are you anxious? Are you nervous? Are you too caught up in curating the performance? Maybe you are a performer, and then curate the heck out of it and go do it.
Lady Gaga
Either
your
way,
ass off.
just no more doing it for other people. Curate the moment for you and then go do it.